Well, look at that. We're live for another Joking Adventure Hour. This is August 20th, 2026, your Thursday night. Hello to X Rumble and BitChute. Hello to YouTube. Hello to Lurkers and Bots. Hello to the chat. And hello to George.
Greetings. Greetings, everybody.
We stream every night because the stories are real, but the news, they be fake.
Oh, yeah.
And before we jump into tonight's news, be sure you get your copy of The Immortal Mass, a 200-page graphic novel on sale now at my website, denali's.com. You can also get it at criticalblast.com and amazon.com. Getting a copy supports me and this channel.
Awesome.
All right, Eric, breaking. The FBI just arrested a woman aligned with ISIS who planned to explode a bomb in New York State Capitol and kill lawmakers. This is terrifying. Islamic terrorism is still a huge threat. The FBI has disrupted a potential ISIS-inspired terror plot in New York. A 35-year-old Albany woman is accused of plotting to bomb the state capitol and kill lawmakers. Jessica Bowie pledged alliance to ISIS and allegedly planned to hide a bomb inside a DoorDash bag, hoping to strike while the state senators were meeting.
Well, isn't that interesting?
So I have maybe one or two questions, George.
Yeah.
How do we know that ice that they're talking about is the same ice that, we assume it's the ice?
We don't.
Yeah, because this could be the other ISIS. Not the terrorist-inspired one, but the other ISIS that we showed a long time ago.
Yep. The one on Saturday morning cartoons with Shazam.
Exactly. You're all going down. So, I'm glad they stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people weren't killed, but it sounds like we're going to get more false flags events happening. Good old George.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's see. I don't remember if we got to hear this far, but you know what? I'll play it again. Oops. Eric, update. Representative Anna Paulina Luna just exposed to America that the Democrat Socialists of America are being funded by the Chinese Communist Party and foreign interests.
Shock.
Shocking. This is a lot more nefarious than I think a lot of people realize. The DSA is absolutely funded and tied to the Communist Chinese Party. We know for an instant there are mega donors like Neville Roy Singham, who are currently under investigation by the Department of Justice, that they're not only pushing Marxism, but they're also joining forces with other groups like the Party of Socialism and Liberation, working in conjunction to target these moderate Democrats and flip these seats. It's going to rile up people into saying, "Hey guys, maybe we should vote Republican because guess what? They're not socialists." I think that's where it's aiming right now, George.
Things make you
Yeah. Eric, the U.S. military has shocked Iran quietly established a shipping lane in and out of the Strait of Hormuz, where millions of barrels of oil are being moved per day. Yep, we did talk about it, but just a reminder, what's happening. While all the craziness is happening, just a reminder what's happening in the background. Colonel Towner Watkins is responding to R.J. Monroe. Yes, Jim Jones was CIA and Jonestown was MK Ultra. There are many Kool-Aids involved. They were all murder, as Congressman Leo Ryan, when he arrived to Guwanda. Hey George, look, this this place keeps coming up again and again, George.
Yeah, it's something's going on. It's something interesting.
Yeah. After his investigation in the San Francisco area has led to Jones' departure from San Francisco, the CIA murdered a sitting congressman for investigating them. Cole Prouty revealed that the request for the body bags was made prior to the murders by the CIA to be delivered to Guanda by the AF. Jones was also working for USAID and CIA in Brazil during the CIA coup there and set up a black site terror and torture program. This is a precursor to Operation Concord. His childhood friend Dan Mititoni was there in Brazil with him and went on to Uganda. Excuse me, Uruguay, Uruguay. As part of the broadening of Condor, he was targeted by resisting groups the CIA was targeting, kidnap and murder. He was supposedly was a lowly USAID security guy, former Richmond Inn police chief, but he had a Secretary of State at his funeral along with other high-ranking officials. Also, he was connected to Jimmy Carter back in the day.
Kata?
Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter.
Yeah. This is RJ. James Jones laundered Jonestown's money. This is in Guyana through the Panamanian Shell Company, which held $5 million, was among the 12 shell companies used to move the Vatican bank funds via Banco Emerocino. Days after the story broke, Roberto Calvi was murdered and Jonestown account vanished from court records.
Yeah.
Through the Panamanian Shell Company's stake in Roberto Calvi, Banco Emerocino, the Vatican Bank financed a P2 orchestrated neo-fascist network linking Stafio della Chale, Claude Barbie, and South Americans drug trafficker, bankrolling terrorism, and cocaine trade.
Wow, isn't that interesting?
The Argentina Junta, using Stefano and Claude, Nazi criminal recruited by CIA, and Claudio P2, executed the cocaine coup in Bolivia via Operation Concord, seizing power to fund their anti-communist crusade by taking control of the nation's narco-trafficking trade.
Oh, boy.
So, there you go. It's all about the drugs, about the drugs, about the drugs. Oh, looks like the Spare is leaving America, George. From Joe M. Prince Henry and his wife are moving back to the UK just as a US judge greenlights a case against the ROC Nation JC's Giant Entertainment Corporation to move forward. Prince Henry and his wife are named defendants along with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and a few other Illuminati notables. Guess the money dried up.
Yeah.
Time to leave. But he's no prince. Can't call him prince anymore. He got stripped of that title. He's just regular old Harry.
Good old Joe Harry.
Yeah. Eric Stephen Millers just said multiple fake news outlets should be required to register as a Democrat PAC because they act as arms of the Democratic Party.
That's where they fail. That's where this whole concept fails.
Yep.
And they should be registered as entertainment.
Mm-hmm. And not news.
Yeah, because if you focus it on they should be registered as a Democratic PAC, well, no, that's way too narrow, and there's no way to enforce that.
Right.
Because they can choose one day to tell the truth.
Yeah, I
How you
think
gonna how do you reconcile that? You
right.
don't.
You don't. I think, and here's my speculation. They're kind of swall. You're jumping to the end, right? You already see the end. They have to slow walk this to the people who don't see
You and
it.
your slow walking, man.
Yeah,
That's a
you
conspiracy theory, man. Come on.
come on, man, because you know people are stupid, man.
Yes.
So you got to slow walk them like you're talking to a 6-year-old.
Gosh.
It's like talking to your granddaughter. You know, you tell your granddaughters, you got to put the crayons back in the box, and she says, "Why?" Because if you don't put it in the box, it'll be all over, and you're going to be losing them. Why? Because if you don't put it in the box and you lose them, then you're not going to have been able to use them again. Why? Because you won't have them to put them in the box because you didn't put them in the way when I first asked you. Why? See?
Yep.
So he continues. They're an arm of the Democratic Party. Honestly, the legacy media is like ABC, CBS, NBC, and every other legacy outlet exists to serve and advance the interests of the Democratic Party. Throw in the New York Times, throw in the Washington Post, throw in the Atlantic. They should all be required to register as a Democratic Political Action Committee. No, because it doesn't matter which side of the aisle are they're fulfilling the interests of not the American people. Messenger
Interest of the American
911.
people, you say?
What was that?
Interest of the American people, you say?
Yeah. Donald Trump is Jesus Christ. All right. Gap After Dark. Hey, guys. Hey, Gap.
Greetings.
Yeah. Well, you know, one would say many things. I don't think you're ready for that pool yet. That deep end pool. The Wall Street Apes. Donald Trump's admin is taking money they saved from Gavin Newsom's failed high-speed rail money laundering project, and now are using it to build the America a high speed rail project. The California project was never going to be built. So it's fitting for us to be here today to announce the next step of the Trump administration agenda to usher a golden age of rail in America using American steel. So today, I am announcing a $5 billion investment that we took back from Gavin Newsom's $10 billion waste to invest in America's new high-tech Chinese-made, excuse me, not Chinese, Japanese-made rail system. Those Japanese knows how to make a rail system, tell you what. $2 billion of these dollars are actually coming from the investment that the last administration made into high-speed rails in California. I want us to invest in high-speed rails. Europe has it. Asia has it. America should have it, but the California project was never going to be built. This high-speed rail is going to connect the communities like nobody's business. And with Elon Musk's boring company, it's going to be high-speed underground. You'll never see it. You'll never believe it. You'll be going zip, zip, zap.
Yep.
The original projection was this project was going to be costing $34 billion. Well, the current projection is going to be over $240 billion. $200 billion over budget, over a decade. Not one track has been laid because we've been using it to build it underground. So we pulled back that money, and now we're able to redeploy it into great project that will drive safety, innovation, and better experience for the American people. But again, California and Israel was never going to be built. So let's build projects that we can actually deliver by the way of the American people and give a job to hardworking Americans in the same way.
Yep.
Remember, California Representative Carl DeMaio or I would say DeMayo, show
Well, no,
Democrats.
it's de Mayo, as in mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's why I said it's DeMayo. That's why I said DeMayo. Shows Democrats are going to fund their high-speed rails with another billion per year through 2045, even though no tracks are being laid. He said it's because Democrats are giving these grants to their political donors as no big contracts. It's a giant money laundering operation, and nobody goes to jail. Not my watch. They're all going to jail. All right. Let's see what you got here. Johnny Midnight, the gun argument here was a collapse. Flawless logic. The moment gun control argument collapse. All right.
Guns aren't necessary.
No.
Wait for it.
What can I use against a rapist or someone that wants to come and break into my home and murder me?
A knife.
A knife, if they have a gun, because criminals don't follow laws.
Okay, well, if there was no guns, your rapist wouldn't have a gun.
That's not how it works. Drugs are illegal.
Okay, and people still do drugs, so why?
You just literally dissolved your own argument.
No, sis. No, sis.
Guns aren't necessary.
Those bad Indianas, Iowans, Wisconsinians. How dare you allow guns in your state and come to my precious Chicago, Illinois, where
Yep.
we're the number one gun death capital of the country, possibly the world. George?
Yep.
Clint Epstein, and here you have it. POTUS essentially confirms my analysis that he's engaging a modern version of siege warfare and will starve Iran out of economically. Trump is perfectly content sitting in his current position with the control of the strait, a blockade on any and all import, export out, in and out of Iran. Trump has Iran and their trade partners by the balls. Let's get rid of Iran right here, right? Iran is not really the issue. It's this one right here. Trade partners.
Yep.
Let's see. Let's check something out. Who are Iran trade partners? Oh, that let's see. That would be China, Turkey, India, Iraq, Pakistan, and Russia. What? You mean the same people that Trump has been making peace with and dealing with? Turkey, Pakistan, Russia, the UAE. That's so strange, right?
It's highly unusual for something to be strange in this matter.
I mean, got natural gas. Oh, let's see. You also have Sudanese, Bolivia, Ethiopia, Venezuela. Oh, we captured Venezuela, so they don't have that as well. Oh, Ukrainian. Oh, they sent to Ukrainian. North Korea. They also have North Korean. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's this?
Is this the moment Merlin discovers Arthur pulling the sword? What's this? What's this?
What's this? What's this?
It's inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Well, you also have now isn't this interesting? The UK and Vietnam and Romania. Huh. Strange. Oh wait, George, remember that UK until like last month didn't declare Iran as a terrorist country?
It was?
Remember that?
I thought it was just a terrible country.
No, terrorist country.
Oh, okay.
So, look, our allies have been secret trade partners with Iran. Interesting.
Things that we go,
All right. So Donald J. Trump on his Truth Social, and no one has ever given the Islamic Republic of Iran a greater opportunity to make a deal than me. Tragically for them, they have failed to take it. Therefore, I'm announcing the most crushing economic operation ever taken against any country. This will be the economic warfare in isolation on an unprecedented scale. Their navy is gone. Their air force is destroyed. Their military factories are in rubble. Their currency is worthless. Their country is hanging by a thread.
well, as far
I'm
as I
looking to
understand
you
it,
at EU.
hold on a second. As far as I understand it,
Yeah.
the oil
Mm-hmm.
uh,
It's flowing.
has was it the oil pumps
Yeah.
have crashed.
Yeah.
We're well past the point where you can't the pressure is no longer there. If the pipelines down to the oil, they have to create new pipelines. The
Yeah.
perpetual pressure coming up with oil is demolished.
Right. So
Well,
here,
as far as I understand it, at that point, Iran's got nothing to lose.
exactly.
Which makes them a very dangerous enemy, because if they got nothing to lose anymore, they'll probably do a lot of Hail Marys and some penance.
So then why are they acting like they have something left? Oh, wait. Because we're not really fighting Iran.
We're not.
No. Iran is just like the face of who we're fighting against.
Oh yeah.
We're fighting our so-called allies.
Ah, come on.
Come on, man. Who controlled the Strait of Hormuz before the United States took over? Lloyd Insurance. And where's Lloyd Insurance located?
Yeah, somebody.
In a certain city, in an island.
A city on an island, you say?
Yeah.
Atlantis?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
good.
We'll say that. Plato's Atlantis.
Yes.
That should be John Carpenter's third movie, Escape from Atlantis.
Yeah.
Today, I'm also announcing that any country that allows its financial institution, businesses, airports, or government entity to provide any type of lifeline to Iran, see there, right there, George? Any country will face tremendous economic consequences. Oil smuggling, swap line, cash transfer, exchange houses, ship registry, front companies, it all needs to stop now. Hey, George, why would he need to say that if that isn't being done at this time? And who are those countries that are currently supporting Iran? The ones that would make a lot of money and need NATO's to be involved, still present.
Because
surely it's not China, and surely it's not Russia.
Oh, surely.
You know who you are. This will be an economic D-Day, and we need all of our allies to stand with the United States. And there you go, George. He named who they are. We need all of our allies.
Oopsie.
Country.
It's crazy how they just project themselves. We're going to go into a tough negotiation. Gee, I hope they don't, take advantage of us because we got no leverage.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right? Said the opposing team.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was not aware. Well,
oh, man, we can't do it. They got a nuclear bomb, George. They got a nuclear bomb. We can't. They have our leverage. They have our by the balls. They're twisting our balls, George.
Yeah.
We're gonna launch a nuclear bomb, and it's gonna be in the middle of nowhere. You know,
Wait,
and
where?
in the middle of nowhere.
Where's nowhere?
In the middle of nowhere. The country, the city nowhere.
All right, fine.
Yeah. Let me see. These maniacs are on the rope, and these historic measures will cripple them in their ability to project terror worldwide. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah,
You know, he
keeps saying that.
keeps repeating that. Iran will never have a nuclear weapon. You know what you call that? Narrative seeding, manipulation, narrative seeding. Nuclear weapon, Iran. Nuclear weapon, Iran. Nuclear weapon, Iran. Nuclear weapon, Iran. Yeah, but he keeps saying never going to have it. Yeah, you know, if I tell you dove,
Never
and,
gonna give you up. Never
and,
gonna let you down.
by the time I say, hey, at the end of the show, I say, hey, name me an animal that you name me an animal that comes to the top of your head. You know what you're gonna say? Dove. Why? Because I repeated dove the whole time.
That's interesting.
Today, I am excited to introduce the Terminator Pro Max, powered by Apple Intelligence. It sees, it learns, and it helps develop any new skill for everybody.
Kill everybody.
No!
Oh no.
I disagree. This whole premise is incorrect
Oh yeah.
because Jobs would have a better design than this. This looks like an desktop Microsoft built.
It will be more efficient.
Yeah, no. Look at all this. It could be done easier and with less parts. Steve Jobs
You're
would
talking
say,
about Elon Musk, sir.
"No, I'm talking about Microsoft. This is a Microsoft product and an Apple product, of course."
No, Steve Jobs is famous for creating something simple that is super complicated, and
Yeah.
you're more than happy to put your house on mortgage so you can have the money to
Right. Look,
get on the
and that
server.
looks so overcomplicated, but it's simple. So it's not an Apple design.
It could have been.
It isn't. This seems more like a, computer, desktop, PC. This is a PC. This is not a Mac. This is a PC. You know it to be true.
Fine, I'll give you that.
Blonde Goth Girl. All Middle Eastern wars has become never-ending bad sequels. No. They're not bad. They can't be bad sequel if they're never ending. It's just one continuous war that never stopped. You know, it's like intermission. You have bathroom breaks. It's called peace. You shit on something and then you move on. All right.
I'm having a hard time reconciling this.
What?
On one hand, I want to believe it's true that Steve Jobs is alive.
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, I want to believe the Terminator 800 is real. So I can't.
It is real.
I can't have
it's a
both.
real prop.
I can't have both. You know, I have to pick one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the T800.
You can't believe a man survived a butt cancer, can you?
Hey,
Mike
he
Benz.
chose the butt of his ending.
Yeah. Mike Benz, how the F do you spell out your entire crime in the first sentence? I'm saying this. So, yeah, we talked about this before, right? But it's bear repeating. Why would you send this? Why would you write this knowing that this is captured, knowing this is public documents, it could be used against you?
I don't know.
Because, he's already been taken out. Or, this is a show. This is a show. This is for the people who don't get it. You want the evidence? Here's a smoking gun, but it's not. But the courts, as it is right now, they'll say, "Oh, smoking gun. This doesn't mean anything. Just doesn't want the hassle." Blind Gothro, Apple would design a more ninja-esque Terminator that would kill you in your sleep after purchasing it for $1 million. Now you're just bringing up RoboCop 3.
Yeah. No.
No, you don't remember RoboCop 3?
Yeah, I remember, but I remember RoboCop 2 with the awesome mechanoid drug dealer.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what RoboCop 3 happened.
Yeah, remember RoboCop 3 was like, oh, we're going to help the homeless rebels and have a jetpack, and then the Japanese corporation is trying to do a hostile takeover of OCC, and they bring in their more advanced android. But they couldn't get Peter Welder to suit up again because he's like, nah, man, this is even worse than the second movie.
They don't need to. Just deepfake AI, special effects, latex mask.
Yeah, they couldn't do that because of Back to the Future. Remember?
Yep.
Eric, the FBI just stormed up to ex-representative Eric Swalwell, excuse me, at the airport and seized his device, and then his DC home and searched it. Swalwell caved and handed it over. He knows he's cooked.
Ah, good old champ.
All right, so it's a step for to being like, hey, guy, you're gonna be arrested for all the stuff you did publicly. He's gonna be publicly arrested soon. Publicly. He already been privately arrested. He's not publicly being arrested. For the people. For the people. Brian K. political commentist and pundit. Okay, they're starting to roll out the evidence to give you the idea how much the shadow government was stealing and laundering under the guise of error and incompetence. The corrupt payment system that Elon Musk and the Doge boys exposed early last year was working exactly as it was designed and intended to run. Shallow marks, staggering. The federal government has made $2.7 trillion in payment it should never have. Not a typo, trillions. What the GAO found, improper payment and fraud are long-standing significant problems in the federal government. Since fiscal year 2003, cumulative improper payment estimated by executive branch agency have totaled about $2.7 trillion. In fiscal year 2023 alone, federal agency estimate $236 billion in proper payment, representing 71 programs, a small subset of all federal programs. While fiscal year 2023 estimate is a decrease of about $11 billion from prior year, this was largely due to Medicaid reducing eligibility requirement for beneficiaries and providers during COVID-19 public health estimates.
It sounds like it's just because they introduced new video games. I mean, you can go either way.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Oh, no. You're lining me up for something about video games.
Really?
But we'll hold it right now. Colonel Tom Watkins. Yes, we've been talking for years. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Christoph. I'll be honest with you. Until recently, I didn't know much about the Fabian Society. Maybe because the English know how to be smooth, so correct me if I'm getting something wrong. The Fabian Society was founded in London in 1884, named after Quintus Fabius Maximus, a Roman general, famous for defeating Hannibal not through direct confrontation, but through patient attrition and slow wearing down of the enemy. The name was chosen deliberately. It was a strategy. Their emblem was a wolf in sheep clothing. They chose this themselves. It's worth sitting with that for a moment. An organization that selected as its own symbol the image of a predatory intent disguised as a harmless appearance, deception, as the founding principle, the operational method, the thing they were most proud of, not imposed by critics, self-selected, they were proud of it. The strategy was simple and devastating. Do not storm the institution, infiltrate them. Perpetrate them, their words, gradually, patiently, and over generation, placing Fabian trained people in position and influence in government, academia, media, civil service until institutional, produce Fabian's outcome without anyone having to announce a revolution. The revolution would happen, but slowly, invisibly, bureaucratically, democratically. By the time anyone noticed, the institution would have already been changed. They founded the London School of Economics in 1895, the same institution that trained generation of politicians, civil servants, economics, journalists across the entire Commonwealth and beyond. They were instrumental in creating the Labour Party in the 1900s. They shaped the BBC. They designed the British welfare state, the George Bradshaw, H.G. Wells, Tony Blair, Gordon Brown, Keir Starmer, the list of Fabians who shaped British and global politics is not a footnote. The writers, like the author, such as George Orwell, was part of the Fabian as well, until he left because he didn't like how slow they were going. But his book was basically what their plan were. 1984 was him confessing to their plans. So none of these were revolutionary. These were things that they were confessing in literature. The great Prime Minister Disraeli of that was UK Prime Minister. He also wrote a fictional story. Did you know that? Talked about great elite powers that were going to shape the world. The Fabian Society is a Gramsci long march through institution, but the English so better dressed and better funded. And 50 years earlier, Gramsci theorized what the Fabians had already been doing. Fabians were the practitioners. The Frankfurt School provided the philosophy. And the Frankfurt School should be known because that's where the Marxist critical race theory came from.
What?
First, Frankfurt, Germany, and then it got exported to New York for the Frankfurt Economic School in there. The Fabian Society provided the operational model, and the French theory provided the cultural packaging. 3 projects, 3 different origins, identical destination, dismantling of the Western civilization foundation through patient occupation of its institution. So again, it's more adjective, blah blah blah. But here's their emblem, which is real, which you can look up: a wolf in sheep's clothing. And these are the people who started the creation that we're dealing with. They have a face, and they're proud of it, even if most of them are dead and long gone. Hey, George, any comments?
No. I was thinking, you know what? How can I grab as much as I can and get out of Dodge? And it's impossible. So I think I'm going to convert everything I have into digital. One big digital file. But then I'm thinking, well, my computer will break. So I can't access the digital file. Well, my server access will be taken away from me, because they feel that way.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm left with is a hard copy. Oh, the hard copies don't no longer exist because
mean,
somebody did something.
I-
Spill coffee or something, and then that come back to press.
I mean, unless you make it
see where all
yourself.
this is going?
Yeah.
If you want to buy, or if you want to get the Dark Knight Returns by Frank Miller, why don't
Yeah.
you just draw the book yourself and then read it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just memorize it and then write it and then draw it by hand until you can draw it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, hey, lives a TikTok. Hassan Piker's brother. Did he know he had a brother? I didn't know he had a
I
brother.
didn't even know the guy who was named Piker.
Yeah. Anyway, Piker has a top secret security clearance who worked in Air Force One. So Hassan Piker, who said that he can wipe his ass with the Constitution, has a brother who has a top secret clearance who worked on Air Force One. Amazing, George. Amazing.
Oh no.
I guess he needed Harrison Ford to say, "Not on my ship." You know what this means? Hassan Piker is an actor. He's an actor. He's an actor to get people emotionally invested, and he's the heel. He's a heel. He's a heel, George.
He's got a chance, I'm telling you.
Debriefing 17. Jose Suarez, president and general manager of Telemundo 31, Telemundo 49, Telemundo Fort Myers, Naples, dead at 55.
Wait. How many Telemundos are there?
Well, he is Telemundo.
Only one. There's only one Telemundo, sir, and that's orbiting the Earth.
Yeah, it's un mundo.
It's a full mundo.
Well, you gotta be careful because there's universal, universal. Okay, Dextro. So we have an update. Bricks and Minifigs have reached a settlement with the Marcel family over their $200,000 Lego collection. The company has compensated the family for their losses and issued an apologies.
Wow.
So it took this is August. We started talking about this in March. It took 5 months. 5 months, George, for them to come to the conclusion. Maybe we should just give them the money and apologize.
Yeah.
And not lose millions of dollars because of backlash.
Yep.
Corporate would have been like, how much? $200,000? What the hell were you guys smoking?
Pot. Lots of pot.
Apparently so.
Yep.
Now the winners, Los Angeles County approved nearly $1 million in taxpayer funds for illegal aliens impacted by recent immigration raids. ICE target can now get $1,200 a month for a year. Have you been raided by ICE? Apply now to get a $1,200 a month for free money. This is a real thing.
I'm just
You're just a poor
I'm sort of
boy.
scratching my head, wondering maybe I should just shave my head bald.
You should. It'll be cheaper that way. It'll be cheaper that way. Jessica Rose, this is some very interesting observation, Jeffrey Tucker. Check this out. Fauci wrote that he received an urgent alert on November 25th, 2021 via the White House COVID dude, Jeff Zients, who forwarded the information from Stefan Bancel about the new South African variant, the B11529 Omicron. Fauci, the variants has accumulated greater than 30 mutations on the spike protein, including 10 mutations at the RBD, receptor binding domain. Then diary radio silence for half a year until May 31st, 2022. What? The book wasn't as important as avoiding people actually gaining protective immunity via Omicron. I guess it had to take a back burner to developing a new version of the modified RNA LNP based therapy, right? Fauci. Question: did Fauci know the Omicron was essentially a live attenuated vaccine because of the shift in tropism? It was less effective at affecting and spread in lower lung cells and was less dependent on the TMPRSS2. Of course he did. He was the science after all. And this is a comment from Share Aware Canada. A mandate out of time. British Columbia, Canada, Bonnie Harry escaped from immune protection to be treated as a respiratory flu. British Columbia Delta variant wave. The wave of October order named explicitly in his recitals as justification for action did not arrive.
Things that make a
So I guess, the weird mutated variant that came at the very end seems to cure people of the disease, the virus. Jesse Wells, somehow Donald Trump ended up in an episode of Seinfeld. I think the future of entertainment is going to be wild. Imagine being able to create your own episodes of your favorite shows with whoever you want in them. So I made the Seinfeld episode I wanted to watch. Welcome to the future of entertainment.
6 o'clock construction meeting, 11:30 lunch downtown, 2 o'clock interview. Then at 4 you have the hotel people coming in.
Elaine, the cat. Grab that pussy. The cat, Elaine, the cat.
You might want to work on the phrase.
Yo, what's going on here?
What? You know what's funny about this part right here?
What?
She played the VP.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's right. It works.
Get her run again for VP.
Yo, what's going on here? Why is there so much trash? Look at this place. This is not okay. Not okay.
Juan, the cleaning guy, got snatched up by ICE. Immigration.
Well, who's gonna clean all this?
Apparently not Juan.
Donald?
Jerry, look at you.
I'm thinking about running for president.
President of what?
The United States.
You sell buildings.
How different could it be?
Considerably.
I think I ran into Donald Trump yesterday.
Trump, the real estate guy?
He tells me he's thinking about becoming president.
President? Of the United States?
Unless Trump Tower declared independence.
That's it, you're fired.
You can't fire me. You don't even work here.
This is the guy who wants to be president?
He's already fired.
I mean, he owns a building, so I think he can. I think he can vote it.
I think it can.
People.
He's not even president, and I'm nervous.
George, what happened here? This place is closed? This is my favorite lunch spot. Favorite.
Turns out the soup Nazi was here illegally.
They deported my soup guy?
No soup for ICE.
Where am I supposed to get lunch now?
There's always pizza.
George, this was tremendous soup. Tremendous. Nobody made soup like this guy. Very sad. What is happening to New York? ICE is taking everybody. My soup guy, my lunch guy, great people. Terrible. They're ruining my favorite city. You lose one great lunch spot, the whole town suffers. That's why I should be president. I'm excellent. I'll fix it. Nobody's taking my favorite place.
I suppose,
Yep.
Oh, by the way, hey George, remember yesterday when you were talking about some person? We were talking about Rockstar and GTA and the League and the Build, right?
Yeah.
And you went on a long-winded bullshit rant, not rant, but bullshit story about how how an employee would have gone to watch movies, and in that movie they would capture all the data and say, hey, this guy's from GTA, so we'll find out about it. Remember all that?
Yep.
GTA 6 info. A new rumor is circulating that may explain how CyberLeak obtained a playable GTA 6 built. The claim reports that points to Rockstar India alleging that an employee there was compromised and that the development build was taken during the breach. It also claims that the Russian hackers were involved with the build later being sold to CyberLeak for roughly $50 million. None of this has been confirmed, but if true, it would explain how CyberLeak ended up with the direct access to playable GTA build rather than just a handful of recorded clips, because he's been threatening to show the ending of the game as well.
Okay, you're welcome. I'll have to say. Move along.
Oh no, we got a couple more on this story a little bit. You know, just a tad more. Just a tad more. A couple of more. You know, what you want to say?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay. So, let's see. Rock Solid. I went to check the GTA 6 leaks website, and my internet provider has blocked the entire website. This is the first time I ever seen this happen. Rockstar is in full panic mode because Leak has never posted it up on X or anything. He has it on his website, and everybody else is getting that and download and posting it up on X and all those other social medias account. I believe that's kind of beyond the pale. Oh, by the way, Rock Solid, the ex-employee apparently, he unlocked his account and changed his profile picture. He's beyond effed. So they found out who's the Indian that got breached and allowed to get his get the information stolen from his drive.
Oh no.
Can you imagine something like this? Marvel fans don't run to Walmart. No.
I hope this is not AI, man, because look, play this video full screen.
Take the music out.
I mean, that's freaking awesome.
So a lamp. You have a very nice decorated lamp. It's a lamp, George. You're getting excited of a lamp?
Yes.
It's just a lamp. And you know it's fake because you know why?
Oh, don't ruin it for me.
Because Walmart wouldn't have an aisle full of Marvel like that. Marvel has been suffering merchandising.
You ruined it for me.
Why do you think they're throwing everything in RDJ into the movie to get people to get interested back of Marvel? Oh, Dean Cain, this 1,000,000% injected into my vein. Dangerous thoughts. We have found the definition of modern American value. All right.
Yesterday, someone asked me why I moved to America, and I was like, well, largely because of American culture. And they were like, what culture does America have? And I was like, what culture does America have? America is cowboys, ranchers, rodeos, the frontier spirit, traditional Southern hospitality, or the Californian surf culture, or New York ambition. What about Midwestern communities, or the deep traditions of the South? What about jazz, blues, rock and roll, hip hop, Hollywood, movies, Broadway, some of the most influential artists of all time? What about Silicon Valley? What about fucking NASA? What about taking us to the frickin' moon? What about all the universities?
I'll pause there. The reason why they say, what is America culture, right? Is that our culture is so what's that? Ubiquitous?
So vast, encompassing. They just, you know, if you go to Italy, what's Italy culture? Oh, pizza, spaghetti, and a lot of, you know, broken columns and gladiators and stuff.
Right.
When you go to America, it's like, oh yeah, we sort of created the 20th century.
Exactly.
You're
Our
welcome.
influence is all over the world.
Yeah.
Even look, the Italians didn't make pizza.
I'm just hyper.
No. I'm saying this so people understand. The Italians from Italy, from proper Italy, did not make pizza. Pizza was made by Italian immigrants here in New York. The pizza was here is U.S. made, just like the French fry was U.S. made.
What are you ruining for me?
I'm not ruining anything. I'm just letting you know that you were like 2 blocks away from the origins of pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cars. We weren't the first to make cars, but we were the first one to make a factory assembly. Thank you, Henry Ford. Edison, the light bulbs. So every technology, everything ubiquitous of modernness of what it is American.
Yep.
That's why it's so hard for people to guess. There's no culture over there because our culture is so pervasive that even it's subsuming your everybody's out cultured. That's how strong it is.
Yep.
All the laboratories and the research and the sciences and the humanities. What about all the inventors and the entrepreneurs and the engineers? America is baseball, basketball, football. It's diners and barbecues and Thanksgiving. What about the military culture and traditions that are built on courage, valor, honor, service to country? What about generations of Americans putting themselves in harm's way, serving something greater than themselves?
Oh, what about us not changing our accent and actually sounding more British than the British people?
Yep.
Defending their country, dying for it. What about cultural diversity and the fact that this country is built on the backs of people from all walks of life, from all religions, all sexual orientations, because they're free to be those things. Huge amount of what the world watches, listens to, consumes, wears, builds, buys, and talks about is shaped by American culture. America's culture is so globally influential that people sometimes mistake its familiarity with a lack of culture. So when you ask me, what kind of culture does America have? Does that answer your fucking question?
Yep.
Yeah, and it's that same culture that people who are not able to critical think are trying to destroy. Hey, Patrick Bet David, not surprised. No one benefited more from Tupac and Biggie's murder. Valuetainment. New. Sean Diddy Combs could face charges linking to Tupac Shakir's murder. And if that's the case, he'll probably link up to the notorious B.I.G. murder as well. So one from one end to another end, George.
It's, you know what? Don't give this guy any oxygen.
Not giving me any oxygens, but it's I don't think he's going to escape. I think something's going to stick to him.
Yep.
Brian Cates starts laughing. The kayfabe comes full circle. A lot of people think are Trump's former friends who are now his implacable or implacable enemies, perhaps are not what they appear to be. All right. John Solomon, Trump to be interviewed on Michael Cohen's radio show. Funny. It's like meant to be happening, George. It's like a kayfabe. It's like a story. You You get
It's
emotionally
stupid.
invested. It's like watching a movie. You know what's going to happen. You know they're all fake, and at the end of the story, they're all actors. But you can't
It's a
help.
crash and burn, man.
But you can't have a. You just can't stop getting emotionally involved. All right. Thank you to Messenger 911, Gap After Dark, Blonde Goth Girl. Thank you to Lurks and Bots. Thank you to everybody else. George, what are your
final thoughts? It's yep.
All right. I should start doing recipes again. Maybe I'll start tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll see you tomorrow for more. Till then, bye.
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can